Hey guys, what's up? It's Stricken06 of Stricken06.com. The video is a little strange. It's not clickbait. I was actually in IKEA. As I was walking around, I started looking around at things. I'm like, hey, you know what? This could be great for my gun cleaning kit, or this could be good for my little gun, toolbox. So I decided to take snaps, a few photos, and show you guys around. These should be available in your local IKEA. So we're gonna start off with the pan that you see on the screen. It's only $9.99. And it's like a steel pan. They call it a roasting pan, and it's about 10 1/4 inches by 7 3/4 inches. And for $9.99, it's actually a really nice pan. I figured it'd be great for cleaning. It will fit your standard AR-15 or AR-10 bolt carrier group. It could fit probably a Glock 19, maybe a Glock 17 in it. I figured, like when you're done rubbing hoppies all over everything and it's kind of dripping, you can just throw it in the pan and let it sit there and soak for a few minutes while you're doing the rest of your work. Or if you have some kind of a solvent that you can put in there and you can just have things soak around in it. But anyway, that's a great little gun cleaning tool for like $10. And moving right along is gonna be they call it a bendable chopping board. It's a 2-pack. There's actually 2 in there. There's a blue one and like a dark gray or black one. And they're polypropylene. For $1.99, you get 2 of them. They're pretty flexible. And I figured, since they're 2 different colors and since they're pretty disposable, you can have them, say the blue one's going to be the dirty parts that you're still working on, and then the black one's going to be already the cleaned parts that you can just store on the side there. And like I said, they're only $1.99 for 2 of them. Sounds like a pretty good deal. So you could use them until they get gunked up. You can just throw them away for $2, $1 each. That's not too bad. Moving right along is going to be another pan. It's called a loaf pan. It's $7.99. It's about the size of like your standard loaf bread. They state right here 1.9 quarts, silver in color. I don't remember the dimensions of it, but I want to say it's like around 10 to 12 inches long. I don't know what the interior dimensions are, but it's a fairly nice pan. Again, it'll also fit your standard bolt carrier groups from the AR-10 or AR-15. It'll fit your magazines, if you want to soak them up after a dirty day. But I figured, like, I typically use paper plates. Like, I have a whole stash of paper plates, and that's kind of what I have. One for the gun parts itself, one for the cleaning solvents, and then another paper plate for where all of the soaking parts go, and then another paper plate for where all the clean parts are going when it's ready for assembly. But with a pan like this, you can have things soaking around, which is pretty cool. And so, yeah, I kind of like it. I was digging it, so I figured, let me throw it in the video. The next thing is going to be kind of a little odd. Just give me a second here, I'll explain. It's an apron. It's $9.99. It is adjustable. It's black in color for the majority of it. It's got like a fancy gray 3 stripes at the bottom of it. I figured that's great if you're doing like a full teardown of a rifle and you're standing up. You're not going to get yourself dirty with any kind of oil or cleaning solvents. If you're putting together a rifle, or if you're taking one that's really filthy apart, you need to work on it. It kind of sucks sometimes because, you're walking around, maybe you have some like $60 511 pants that you don't want to mess up. Well, you could just throw on this $10 apron and you're good to go. I use brake cleaner when I clean some of my rifles out, and that spray gets all over the place. And, some of it's not chlorinated, but some of it is. It could cause little stains in the clothing. But yeah, for $10, it kind of looks like your standard armorer's style apron. And the next photo is going to be a matching oven mitt. It's also black. It's also got the 3 stripes. And for $3.99, what's really cool about this oven mitt is, I'll show you in a second, but it doesn't have your standard thumb. Your thumb is not stitched in the standard position. It's more like an animal's mouth, like a snake's mouth, where it's 2 equal halves of this glove. And the reason I like it is for guys who have suppressors. When that thing's nice and toasty at the range and you want to take it off or you want to put it back on, having a like snake mouth style oven mitt gives you really good clamping force all over that suppressor, so you can screw it on, versus just like a thumb off to the side. You know what I mean? If you could just picture like a perfect, equal 2 sides of an oven mitt, it probably would suck as an oven mitt, but I think it would be great as a suppressor mitt. And inside, it seemed pretty, heat resistant. It was very, very thick and nicely padded. And I like the fact that guys could use that for as a suppressor glove. And for $3.99, it's not too bad. Plus, it matches the apron. So moving right along, you have a pan. It's a fairly large pan, and for $3.99, I think it's a pretty good deal. I think this was plastic. Yeah, it was plastic if I remember correctly. And that's great also, again, as a little cleaning mat or a cleaning station. So if you have any solvents, it doesn't spill off of the table. I know a lot of us guys will be watching TV in a living room and cleaning our stuff, you know, especially those who don't have kids like myself. You know, sometimes you could be taking apart a gun, and you guys know those roll pins, they love to travel, and good luck finding them. Or the little tiny detent springs in your AR. Some of them are so tiny, you don't even hear them fall. So having a edged mat will really assist in capturing all the little rolls, you know, that happen when you're taking things apart. For $3.99, it's not too bad. The other option for $2.99 is a foam style. It's like, almost like a wool, a foam style / wool mat. It's pretty soft. It's nice and quiet, so you can lay down a pistol on it. Now, it definitely wouldn't fit a rifle, but maybe if you have it already half and half, you know, split apart. But you don't have to risk either scratching whatever expensive equipment you have on the rifle or the table that you're working on. This kind of resembles those really expensive takedown mats that have like the schematic blown up about, you know, what rifle it is or Glock it is or Smith & Wesson. For $2.99, this is really a good deal. You could have two of them, and two of them which should fit a full rifle. But yeah, I mean, it's really cheap insurance. Also, if you got a little spill or something, this should be able to absorb it. You could also line your safe with this stuff if you don't have like a nice layer on it. Some safes are really cheap and they come with just like a metal rack where you can take this material, measure it out, and cut it to fit the rack on your safe, or maybe on top of the safe where there is no mat. You can have something like this so you can put, you know, items on there without scratching it. The other option I have here for $4.99, it's a 4-pack. This is basically cork. They're cork mats, and they're really soft and flexible. They're really nice. You could also line them up in different locations or clean your gun on them. You could have one for the just the dirty parts and one for the clean parts. And because it's cork, it should absorb some of the little spills that you can have associated with cleaning a gun. But this has no edge, so spring or you can roll off of it. But still, for $4.99, you get a 4-pack, not a bad deal. This is like something simple that some people overlook, but it's basically, I think it's like a washer. Yeah, it says washcloth for $1.99. It's a 12 by 12. I use these around the house to just like clean stuff. I don't actually use a washcloth for my body or to wash anything with, like dishes. Correct. But as a 12 by 12 piece of fairly mid-quality, I'm not gonna say a high-quality towel, but a mid-quality towel. I like it because you can use these things where you need to, either on a rifle or you want to wipe the table down, or just little odds and ends where you need a towel, but you don't want to use like, you know, the towel that you end up throwing in the wash with every other towel that you wash your body with. So for $1.99, it's a fairly decent deal. I'm sure you can find cheaper rags, maybe t-shirts at home, but if you want something that's more towel-based that has a little bit more absorption or scrubbing power, not a bad deal. So these are pretty cool. There's a few different styles. There's this one, and then there's that one. So if you notice, one has wheels and one doesn't. And otherwise, I believe they're the same. So they're not super stable. They're steel construction, so it's metal construction, and then that wood plank on top. But what's cool about it is if you live in an apartment or you live in a small condo, and you don't have room for like a full workbench, you can actually have this and maybe put on a little vice block on it. So this way you can build or take apart AR-15s with your bench block. This would work. This will absolutely work. You'll just have to obviously attach the vise permanently to that wood board. But it's not a bad deal. And then you have storage underneath. Maybe you could throw your range bag in there, or you could throw, me personally, I use a tackle box. I went to Walmart. I have a video about it. I used a Plano tackle box. It's a fairly large one. And it came with all the little compartments inside for like fishing tackle and stuff like that, for fish hooks and gummy worms. Well, that's what I have. I have one of It's a big tackle box, and then inside it comes with a little Plano cases. One case is for AR-15 parts, one case is for pistol parts, another one's a cleaning kit. And then I have supplies and tools located all over this tackle box in the little different compartments. But that would fit on one of these shelves here, and that would be like my gun cleaning building station, which is pretty cool. And then that's where you could have these little trays and these little, metal containers and stuff like that, along with your hoppies. So that's actually a really cool deal. It's $149, which is a little bit expensive. Let me jump on Harbor Freight. Let me see how much they're asking for that workbench that they have. I mean, it's fairly big. I was looking at this as more of a solution for guys like myself who live in like a condo or 2-bedroom apartment, something like that. This, it should fit fairly nicely. But if you guys remember, Harbor Freight has like this wood looking, man, what would it be listed under? It's like a wood bench that you put together, and I heard it's kind of cheesy, but I'm trying to find it right now for you. Let's see here, bench. I want to see how much that runs, because it is quite bigger than what IKEA is offering. There it is. 60-inch 4-drawer hardwood workbench. And I mean, that's a significant piece. I'm not going to lie to you. And it's only $159.99. So if you use one of these 20% off coupons that Harbor Freight's always throwing around, it would be a really good deal. It's got 4 drawers, a big base at the bottom, and it looks like it's got some kind of a weird clamp / like weird wood vise thing on one side of it. So theoretically, this would be a great deal, and it looks like it's pre-drilled already for a vise. So theoretically, the 60-inch 4-drawer hardwood workbench from Harbor Freight for $159.99 would be a better deal, 100%. But for guys like myself who live in a smaller living situation, this IKEA for almost the same amount of money might not be a better value, but it might be a better fit, and sometimes that's all that matters. I could literally build a rifle off of this one bench as long as I get a vise clamped down to that wooden top. And yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good idea. And then if you look, they also offer shelving. It's also all steel construction for $89.99. They have the big one and then the smaller one I didn't get a price for, I don't think, but it's right next to it. Then they offer another one that's got a cabinet underneath, and it's lockable. There's holes drilled through the actual handle, so you could put like a combination lock or something on it, so if you can store different stuff in there. And moving right along, staying with the workshop theme, it's got IKEA's now selling pegboards, and they have them in white, and they have them, I think, in gray, and then in like a natural wood color, and they look pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of pegboard because as soon as they start getting humid or they start getting worn out, the holes start to stretch and then things start falling off them. I don't expect you guys to be using your pegboard 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day, but still something to think about. But what's cool about this IKEA system is they have various different hooks. They have trays, they have containers, they have long hooks, short hooks, they have round hooks. They have like circular hooks that you can like slide a flashlight through it and it would be upright. They have bungee cords, which are cool. And here's a picture of the pegboard, the way it comes in its back. And I think it's $9.99 for one pegboard that's 14.5 inches by 22 inches. And that one was a white one. Not a bad deal if you maybe want to put like 2 of them up. So for $10, you're going to have a decent pegboard system behind your little workbench. Not too shabby, I would say. It's actually not a bad deal. As long as you're not at home building rifles every day, then I wouldn't go with the pegboard route. But yeah, guys, just wanted to keep you guys in the loop. I was in IKEA and I started seeing some things that was starting to get the marbles moving in my head, and I was like, I gotta pass this along to some of the guys on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you guys like this style of video, comment below, let me know you like it, and I'll keep you guys in mind anywhere else I go, because I do go through a lot of places. I love shopping for like tools and stuff and garage stuff. Yeah, let me know if you guys like this. Also, let me know what you guys are using below in your gun room, man cave, garage, whatever you want to call it, and things that are like out of the ordinary, things that maybe somebody would use in a kitchen that you're now using in a garage, to help you out, either work on a car or with your firearms. Yeah, any kind of like weird, unorthodox things, comment below. I'm sure the guys will love to know about it. Alrighty, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. Catch you later.